Hello there, and welcome to our Providence homestead. My name's Julie, and we're outside enjoying this day of rest. This is day 14 of our 91-day Declutter challenge. If you see this is my arm holding the camera. I'm not high-tech yet to have something to hold my camera. That's coming. But I want to take a moment to go outside and enjoy the weather. All day yesterday it was raining, and we're anticipating a huge storm coming in. I guess most of the south and the east, the southeast is expecting snow and ice in the next coming days. So I'm taking advantage and going outside and enjoying the environment. It's very cloudy, very cool, but still it's a good feeling. And I like to always, every day, go outside and just what I call have an aha moment and just take in the fresh air and the weather, especially if it's not raining. I don't like going outside if it's raining, but just enjoy the environment. Usually I bring out Sammy, which is, she's our house Doberman, and let her play and frolic in the pasture and in the paddocks. But seeing as I'm trying to do this video, I wouldn't be able to keep my eye on her. So she's inside, but we'll be sure to take her out in just a little bit to play, okay? But this is day 14, day of rest. It's also a day to look back, see what we've accomplished over the last week. Week 1 was the master bathroom and all of the closets and the linen closet. Week 2 was the master bedroom. So now at the end of this day, it ended actually yesterday, the entire master suite is decluttered and cleaned and ready to continue on to the next rooms challenge. Now next week, starting tomorrow, we'll be concentrating on the kitchen and the pantry. And as I mentioned on yesterday's video, that's my nemesis. I love kitchen gadgets, kitchen tools, anything to deal with kitchen, baking cups, dishes, I love it all. And I've accumulated a lot. But the nice part is I'm beginning now on the homestead to be able to use a lot of it. There's more to come. I want to get a canner and start learning how to can and learn everything about the homesteading lifestyle. But that's to be coming in the spring, so stay tuned for that. But I have a bread machine and a grill and toasters, mixers, all those good things that you probably have as well. And as long as we're using them, that's the important key. So I'll be going through them. There's still some things that are still in the garage that are boxed up that belong in the kitchen. So I'll be sure to make sure that I keep enough room in there to accommodate those things once I locate those boxes. So let me just kind of briefly go over what to expect next week with the kitchen and the pantry. Now, day 1, which is tomorrow, day 15, is actually the refrigerator and freezer. And in that, we will be emptying out those areas, the refrigerator, getting everything out, wiping it down, cleaning it, checking for any expired food items. The freezer will be doing the same thing. Now for me, it may appear to be a little bit different because we just got our refrigerator and freezer in this home about 3 to 4 weeks ago. We did have one in here that came with the home or the homestead when we purchased it, but it was giving us some difficulties, so we went ahead and purchased a new one. With that being said, when we transferred some of the food items over that had, some of them had come from the old place that we were living in to this place, there were some things that we just didn't use. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and just throw them away. If we don't use them, why keep them? And the other thing that I did was I tried to start getting better quality foods, so more organic. And I'm loving living up in the country where in the springtime there's going to be lots of farmers markets and fresh fruits and vegetables. I myself hopefully will be successful in growing a garden for my first time ever. So that'll be an adventure for sure. But so that's going to be at the refrigerator and freezer. Now, one thing that I have also taken on as a challenge for January is to use up the foods that are in the freezer prior to shopping for any more freezer type items. If you have hamburger, if you have chicken, if you have steaks, porks, whatever is in your freezer, try to use up what is in your freezer without having to buy more freezer type items. Now, we have different items just like most people do. I went through all of my hamburger, and so I did end up having to purchase some of that last week, but I buy in the bulk. I buy the 5-pound, 10-pound packages of fresh ground beef from a local butcher shop, and then I divide it up into 1-pound increments into a freezer type storage bag, flatten it out to help with storage, and then when I need it for a recipe, most recipes call for a pound of hamburger that's already, all I have to do is just pull out 1 pack and it's ready to go. And the other thing is, with it being frozen flat, it's quicker to thaw. So that's just some of the things I do. I do buy bulk chicken and then again divide it up into freezer bags in the quantity of my family will eat, usually 3 to 4 quarters, and put those in the freezer, and then that's one meal. So I buy large quantities and then divide it up. So I like to make sure that we're using the last package, or that package for the week is what's on the menu before going and buying another large quantity. Hopefully in the spring we'll be ready to buy half of a cow, so that will be an adventure in itself. I've never done that before, but we're hoping to start being able to do that. It's just currently with the freezer situation we have now, there wouldn't be the room. But at the end of this challenge, when we're done and we've gone through the garage, then there'll be room for a deep freezer in there, or a stand-up freezer to accommodate half a cow. Okay, so that's it. That's day 15. Day 16 will be the pantry. Emptying that out shelf by shelf, looking for any expired foods. If it's near time for it being expired, then planning that into your meal for that week. There are different schools of thoughts as to whether, if it says Best By use date, let's say January 20th, 2024, is it really expired after that? And you can do your research. I want to encourage you to do your own research. Some say, no, you need to get rid of it. Others will say, well, it's good for a year or 2 years. For me, I usually just try to see every month when I'm doing my grocery list, see what's in that pantry, to see what might be getting close to its expiration date, and try to incorporate that into some type of meal. If I do find things that are expired, it's difficult for my daughter to eat anything that has been been beyond the best by date. So usually I don't tell her, or sorry if you're listening, or I just donate that to someone else who might be in need. Food doesn't go bad if it's not used by the best by date, in my opinion. But of course, I want you to do your own research and you be comfortable with what you feel you can use it by. I'm looking down at my notes. 15, 16 days. 17 is cabinets, and I would say a lot of that is like the upper cabinets. You may have some lower cabinets. And then the following day is drawers. So we're doing all the cabinets and drawers over a 2-day period of time. So you can divide it how it best fits you. If you need an extra day, then there's going to be time at the end of the week usually to finish that up. The following day, which would be on Friday, is countertops that are in their bar areas. I know I have a bar area that's right over where the sink is. And for us, for our family, that is a catch-all center. So things get put there that need to go out to the garage, or our projects that we're working on, mail, all kinds of things ends up. I think right now there's actually plants and water where I got trees in from the Arbor Society, so I need to plant those, things like that. And then Saturday is any remaining areas and the floors. So that's our week coming up. Hopefully it will be a smooth week. It's a intensive weather situation across the United States of America. So for me, I know I'm going to be shut in. A lot of people may not be getting out much as well. So it'll be a good time just to kind of hunker down and get that kitchen area done. Hopefully it will go smoothly. Hopefully I'll be able to find things I'm willing to part with, and hopefully you will too. Of course, there's always trash and expired foods or expired herbs and things that we add to our food, those kind of things. So I'm sure there's going to be some trash, and of course, everyday trash that just happens in a kitchen from preparing your foods. And there may be some donated items you find, and there may be some items you might want to try to sell on eBay or the local swap shop markets. I have had success with selling of some of my appliances when we left our old house in preparation of moving, that I did have success selling on the local swap shops. Everybody's looking for that bread machine that you have sitting down in the corner. That's where I purchased my bread machine. I had one, I sold it, and then got onto our homestead and wanted to start learning how to make breads from scratch. And so I found a new one, new to me, bread maker. I think I paid $25 for it, but it's a very good quality one, and it actually came with about 70 recipes. So that was a good deal for me. I had also seen one at a local thrift store for about $10, I believe, but that was a little dirty for me. I didn't feel comfortable getting that one, but when I found this one on the swap shops, I said, yeah, that one's for me. So, and I've had great success. I'm planning hopefully sometime this week to do my cinnamon bread recipe, cinnamon buns. And so you'll know that there's not just cleaning and decluttering going on this homestead. We are eating and cooking and doing other things outside. So hopefully I'll share that recipe with you. I just found out I was going to do it this morning, but I found out I needed milk, and I didn't want to use my half and half for that. So look forward to that this week. Hopefully I'll get that posted up on the sites. So that's it. Again, today's the day of rest. Enjoy. Hopefully you are able to finish week 1 and week 2, and you're ready for week 3. And if you didn't have a chance to do those weeks of decluttering, that's okay. You can do them at the end, or hit and miss a day here and there. Grab a drawer, grab something in your closet and declutter that way, and you can catch up. But I want you to concentrate and just stick with me, and don't try to do too much, because it will become overwhelming and you will burn out quickly if you try to do too much at one time. Okay, just a little heads up. So again, enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping by our Providence homestead. Be sure to like this video, share it, encourage your other friends to join in your process of decluttering your home. And believe me, you will be less stressful having a decluttered home. So until tomorrow, have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.